it mean to be righteous? What does it mean Noah was righteous? Or Job? Or Zachariah and Elizabeth? How can they be called, how can Scripture say they were righteous? Well, let me help you understand it this way. If your teacher gives you an assignment and lays out the rubric and says, here's what I'm expecting of you. I want to see this, this, and this. Well, when you turn in your paper, you're going to expect your teacher's going to be looking for those things she specifically mentioned. And if you put them all in there, if you get most of them in there, you understand you'll get the good grade because you did what was asked of you. Just like you're expecting the person who didn't do any of that not to get the same grade, not to get that good grade you got. You want your teacher to judge fairly according to the standards she's given. Well, that's what God does. When God gives his instructions in the Bible, he says, I'm going to look and see what you do. How do you do living up to these? He doesn't expect us to be perfect. He doesn't expect us that we'll never mess up, because he actually does say, when you mess up, go make it right. So at the end of all time, God's going to judge my actions and declare them righteous if I've lived according to his standards. If I haven't lived according to his standards, I'm going to be declared unrighteous. So to be righteous, that means I need to know what God expects of me, and then I need to do it. Then my actions will be declared righteous and I can be righteous. Now, here's the thing. God doesn't surprise us. He doesn't change it. He's told us clearly and specifically, be separate. Be different from the world. We are to represent him. We are to look like him, to be something other than, because God is so other than, so he makes it so obvious in the Bible what he wants. He tells us, if you're in my kingdom, you're going to do good. You're going to love others. You're going to look different. The words you say, the way you dress, the places you go will look different from the world around you. And when you do that, then we're taking God's light, we're taking God's kingdom into that dark world and showing him to everyone else. And by doing that, then I'm being righteous. So we're going to be set apart and different from everyone else. We're going to study the scriptures to find out, what do I do in this situation? How am I supposed to react? What am I supposed to do? And then I'm going to walk it out day by day, sometimes moment by moment, saying, I don't know what to do. Help me keep my mouth shut when it needs to be shut. Help me know when to speak. And when I do screw up, all right, God, I'm going to go fix it. I'm going to apologize. I'm going to ask for forgiveness, both to you and the person who I've offended. All of that, at the end of time, God will look at my actions and say, you know what? She was doing what she was trying to do what she was supposed to do. And hopefully each day I do it, it gets easier. Each year I do it, it gets easier. God will declare my actions righteous. So when you hear that, when you read that in scripture, because the Bible does tell us to be righteous, you now know what you need to do. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you next time.